So in this tutorial we're going to look at creating two more pages for the Massage For You website. That's going to be the staff page and the treatments page, which has details of the treatments that Massage For You provide. We're going to do this an easy way. The index page, the home page, which is called index.html, is set up correctly now. So it's got the banner at the top, footer at the bottom, white colour backgrounds, and the spacing and width of the page is okay. So I'm going to use this as a template for the other two pages. I'm going to copy index.html, take 2 copies of it, and then just rename them to the new page names. Before I'm going to do that, there's one change I want to do, because we're going to also add a vertical menu bar, a navigation bar from left to right just underneath the banner. But I haven't got space for it at the moment on the page. If I click in the H1 Welcome to Massage For You space, and if I move my arrow key up, then I go straight onto the header, and I want to create a gap, a 2-line break between the header and the H1 heading for the main content, where I'm going to put my navigation bar. Easiest way to do that, I'm just going to click in split view, and I'm going to use a bit of HTML to create 2 spaces. Where my cursor is at the moment, I'm on the H1 heading. So what I'm going to do is just click here. Now I'm on the image, the banner, and just after that I'm going to add 2 break tags. It's going to give me 2 lines, 2 carriage returns basically. So I click back here, and you can see I've got some space. Actually, that's more than I wanted. That's because I put it in the middle of the banner. Don't make the same mistake. It should actually go after the H1 heading tag. That's where I wanted it. So now let's go back to design. Okay, so let's have a look at that. I've got split. I've got 2 break tags after the H1 heading for the header there. Okay, so this is where I'm going to put my navigation menu bar later, but now my index page is ready to be copied. So clicking back on index.html, I'm just going to use the Windows way of creating copies of files. So Control C to copy it, and then Control V to paste, and Control V again, paste again. So I've now got 2 copies. Let's go on to the second copy, and now I'm going to right click on that, use Edit, Rename, and this I'm going to call the staff.html. This is my staff page. Do the same thing on the second copy, right click the mouse, go to the edit option, rename. This is treatments.html. Got my 2 pages. What I need to do now is, those 2 pages are in the wrong place. There should only ever be 1 HTML page in the root folder of your website, and I've got 3 of them. Index.html is the only page that should be in the root folder. So I'm just going to drag the staff page, just say update there, and the treatments page to the HTML folder on my website. So they're ready there. I'm just going to change, I'm going to click on staff just so I know which page it is. I'm not going to change the text or the content yet. I will do that a bit later, but let's just change the headings so we know which page is which. Navigation bar, the menu options in this space I created up here. The way you do that is you need to have this insert panel open. If it's not open on your version of Dreamweaver, go into Window and then click, and make sure you've click on the insert, and the insert panel appears on the side. Then we need to use this drop down, and we need to click on Spry, as I've done there. Spry is Dreamweaver's JavaScript coding. It puts in little tools and features you can add to any web page using JavaScript. We're not going to go into JavaScript at this time, but we can just use the widgets, these little features and tools that they call widgets, which Dreamweaver's got. One of them's called a Spry menu bar, and it inserts a menu bar for us. So let's click on that, and you can have horizontal, which is left to right across the page, or vertical, goes from top to bottom. We want a horizontal one. By default it gives you one with 4 items, so there are 4 pages you can link to on there. We're only going to use 3. Make sure you've got the blue bit showing here, so Spry menu bar, and what you'll notice is down in the bottom of the page you get the properties panel is showing you just things that you can use on this menu page. First one, item 1 excuse me, item 1 is set. We can change the text for the menu option, so this is going to be the home page, item 1. So that's the text that's going to appear on the menu, but we also have to tell Dreamweaver what page this will link to. Click on the browse function. Now remember, index.html is in the root folder, so I'm back in the root, and there it is. Double click, so that's linked in correctly. Item 2 is going to be the staff page, so let's just type in staff. We need to link to the page. This time it's in the HTML folder, so that's done. And then the final menu option is going to be treatments, and we're going to link to the treatments page. Okay, this item 4 we don't need. Oops, click back on the blue there. This item 4 we don't need, so I'm going to get rid of that and just press the minus, and that gets rid of that. We don't actually need, these are sub menus, so it's given us some examples. For example, the treatments page has some sub menus. We can delete those later. Let's leave them at the moment and just see what they appear like. So the home page, the index page, has got these menus. Let's see if they work. So I'm going to do save all. I'm on index.html, so let's see what it looks like in the browser. Okay, so there's my home page, and it's got my new menu bar. Home, as you can see when you hover over any of the options, the colour changes, background colours, and these sub menus are also displayed. I haven't put anything behind them, and we're going to delete those a bit later, but it just shows you that Dreamweaver sets those up pretty quickly. Let's see if it works. So the home page, we stay on the home page. I'm going to click on staff. I've clicked to the staff page. Remember, we haven't put any menus on the staff page yet, so let's use the back arrow, and then let's click on treatments. Same thing, we're on the correct one, no menus, back arrows. So the menus are actually working, and the quickest way to get those onto the other pages is to copy the menu bar from index.html and copy it onto one of the other pages. So I'm going to click Control C, so I clicked on the Spry menu bar at the top here where my cursor is. Control C, so I've copied it. Now let's go to the staff page and let's paste it. Okay, for reasons of things we're going to go into a little later, we need to change some of the links. I've got the correct names, so I'm now on the staff page. I click on the Spry menu bar. Now down the bottom I've got home, index.html. I'm just going to make sure Dreamweaver knows the location of that again, so I'm going to click, and you'll notice it's put 2 dots and a folder option there. That's reasons for that we cover later, so I just need to make sure I link in all the pages again. Click on the staff menu option and tell Dreamweaver where that is, and the last one, treatments, and tell Dreamweaver where that is. And we can actually copy this menu without having to change it on the staff one. I'll explain later, but we can actually put that onto the treatments page, and we don't need to redo the links. They should be correct. Yes, they're correct for that one. Okay, so let's see if this works. I'm just going to file, save all, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we've got 3-way links. Allow the block content just allows the JavaScript in the menus to run. So I'm on treatments at the moment. I'm on the treatments page, so that stays where it is. staff. We've switched to the staff page. Let's hope home is working. It is. So I'm now on the home page, and I click staff, I go to treatments, so I can move around the website from one page to another. Let's stop at that point and you make the same changes to your Dreamweaver website.